Nelson Mandela was born into a world that sought to break men like him before they could ever rise. Raised in the rural village of Mvezo, he came from a lineage of leadership, but the South Africa of his time offered no easy path to power for a black man. The system was built to keep him in chains, long before he would wear them in a prison cell. But chains alone cannot break a warrior's spirit. He grew up watching his people live under laws designed to strip them of dignity, their voices drowned out by an iron-fisted regime. Where others bowed their heads, Mandela sharpened his mind. Sent to study law, he discovered that battle was not always fought with weapons. It could be waged with words, with resilience, with an unshakable will. In Johannesburg, he walked into courtrooms that were never meant for men like him and built a reputation as a defender of the voiceless. But he knew words alone would not topple a system built on centuries of oppression. Apartheid was a war, and war demands warriors. Mandela joined the African National Congress, at first pushing for peaceful resistance. But as the brutality of the regime escalated, so did his resolve. He helped form Umkhonto we Sizwe, the spear of the nation, embracing the reality that sometimes a warrior must take up arms. The government labeled him a terrorist, but he was no more a terrorist than the Spartans at Thermopylae, who stood against a force far greater than their own. He was not driven by bloodlust, but by duty, to fight, to resist, to never surrender. In 1962, the hammer fell. Captured, put on trial, and sentenced to life imprisonment, they sought to silence him behind the walls of Robben Island. They believed that exile in a cell would break him. But Mandela understood something his jailers did not. A cage can hold a body, but it cannot contain the mind of a warrior. He endured brutal labor, isolation, and the slow erosion of time, yet he emerged stronger, not weaker. For 27 years, they kept him locked away, believing that the world would forget him. Instead, his legend grew. The name Mandela became more than just a man. It became a force, a symbol of unyielding defiance against tyranny. When the regime finally buckled under pressure and released him in 1990, he did not emerge bitter or broken. He walked free, not as a man seeking vengeance, but as a leader prepared to shape history. The easier path would have been to stoke the fires of war, to let anger consume a nation. But Mandela understood that true strength is not in destruction, but in the power to rebuild. He led South Africa out of darkness, not by crushing his former enemies, but by showing them the kind of mercy they had denied him. His rise to the presidency in 1994 was more than a political victory. It was a triumph of discipline, patience, and an indomitable will. Even in power, he did not seek comfort. He stepped down after one term, refusing to cling to leadership like so many before him. He had fought for freedom, not for a throne. That is the mark of a true warrior, not the hunger for control, but the wisdom to know when to lay down the sword. Mandela's life was a testament to the truth that greatness is forged in struggle. He suffered, he endured, and he conquered, not just his oppressors, but himself. He mastered the art of war, the art of patience, and the art of leadership. His strength was not just in his resistance, but in his refusal to let hardship corrupt his purpose. Order the Spartan Mindset today and embark on your journey toward becoming the leader your world needs. Let your struggles forge you into a warrior of character and resolve. The Spartan Mindset provides a comprehensive and actionable guide to personal development and resilience. Available now for just $19.99. Purchase your copy from the links in the description box below and on this channel's homepage. Because your future begins with the right mindset. The Spartan Mindset.